It's Monday, June 14th, 2021. The Tennessee Titans traded for Julio Jones, and they still got King Henry. The Indianapolis Colts got themselves a franchise quarterback in Carson Wentz, and they still got the best offensive line in the division. Houston, well, we got a problem. And the Jacksonville Jags got themselves the prodigy coach in Urban Myers, and they got themselves the prodigy quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. It's the AFC South schedule prediction of Monday Morning Football with the Guru. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Before you all get started to this show, look at this right here. Y'all see this hoodie? They don't want to see you win. Yes, they don't want to see you win. They never want to see me win. But you know what? I want to see y'all win. So if y'all want to get this special hoodie right now that I'm wearing for the show, y'all go check out the link in the description below. Now let's get the show started with the AFC South schedule prediction, right? And we're going to start obviously with the champions because we want to start from the champions first. And we are starting with the Tennessee Titans. So there's a little bit of coaching change with the Titans. Yes, Mike Vrabel is still there, but the Titans are promoting tight end coach. Where have you heard this before? It looked like, y'all remember Mike Vrabel loved to catch, he used to play tight ends on offense, like on special plays in the goal line when he was in his playing careers with the New England Patriots. Like, he caught a couple of touchdowns, right? So he loves the tight end coaches. You saw how he promoted Arthur Smith a couple of seasons ago. Now he's promoting Todd Downing as a new offensive coordinator. He was a former tight end coach. So, hey, I mean, it worked, right? It was a success. So you might as well follow the system. So, of course, there's going to be some bump and bruises, especially with them coming together. We all expect that. But obviously, Todd is an experienced coordinator. He actually called plays from the Oakland Raiders back in the days, I think it was like 2017, during Jack Del Rio's season. And at that time, actually, Derrick was actually a Pro Bowler that season. So obviously, he has experience. So that's obviously a good, and is a good to start as far as the Titan goes, man. So with that said, we're going to start with the Titans 2021 schedule prediction. Week number 1. Arizona Cardinals at home. All right. Hey, we know Julio Jones is the new bad boy for the Tennessee Titans, the new toy. You're going to put Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, obviously King Henry and company, and of course you got Finger Hill, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Finger Hill, man, that's my boy, Finger Hill. So expect to the Titans to start out nice in this game and beating the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona defensively, they're kind of light in their ass. You know what I mean? Like the defensive line is I know they got J.J. Watt or whatnot, but the defensive line, they're light in the ass. The linebackers are light in the ass. They got a bunch of athletes running around, but they're just light in their ass. And I expect the Tennessee Titans to straight, bully ball them to finish the ball game. So expect the Titans to win that game towards the end of the fourth quarter. Week number 2, they travel to the Pacific Northwest and come play the home team against the Seahawks. They're going to lose this game. We know Pete. We know how the Seahawks are. We know Russell Wilson. It's just Russell's better than Finger Roll. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely better than Finger Roll Hill. I'll tell you that, man. Week number 3, they host the Indianapolis Colts, the AFC division rivalry right here, man. This is like the real rivalry in this division. So, like I said, with the new addition of Julio Jones, I think it's going to be a little bit too much. And my man Finger Hill is going to help the Titans overcome a deficit against the Colts, and I expect them to beat the Colts as well. So expect the Titans to be 2-1 after week 3. Week number 4, they travel to New York and play the New York Football Jets. They should win this game. The New York Jets are in a rebuilding period. Obviously, the Titans are a better team overall, so I expect the Titans to take over and beat the Jets handily. Week number 5, they travel to Duval and play Urban Myers, the prodigy Urban Myers, and the prodigy quarterback Trevor Lawrence. But you know what? This ain't prodigy. You know what I'm saying? This is the NFL, and they're going to take a big, bad W. I mean, they're going to take an L. So I'm meaning the Titans going to win against the Jags week 5. Week 6, they host the Buffalo Bills Monday night. It reminded me of last year, man. I remember the Titans took care of the Bills last year. The Titans are built to beat the Bills. Frankly, I don't think the Bills got a very good defensive line, to be honest with you. Yes, they have a good secondary, obviously with Trey White over there and the 2 safeties. But as far as the defensive line, they got to beef it up a little bit. And I think the Titans' offensive line going to play bully ball in the Bills, and which will get the Titans to get that W. Week number 7, they host the Chiefs. I think this is going to be a close ball game, man, especially with Julio Jones added into the equation. But I just think at the end of the day, I love my Finger Hill. I like Finger Hill. But at the end of the day, man, Patty Mahomes, man, the homie's going to be a little bit too much. And I don't respect the Titans defense right now. I know they got Jack Rabbit. I know they got I think they got Bud Dupree. But at the end of the day, man, I don't think those guys are gonna move the ladder as far as getting that defense the way it needs to be to take care of the Chiefs offense. Week number 8. They travel to Indianapolis Colts. The Colts going to get their face back, man. This is, like I said, this is one of my favorite rivalry in all of football. It's a low-key rivalry most people don't talk about, the Colts and the Titans. Obviously, the Colts dominate that part of the rivalry, but you can see it. You're seeing it blending. You're seeing it coming, man. Those are the 2 big dogs in that division. And I expect the Colts, like I said, to get their face back and the Titans to take an L week number 8. Week number 9, this is a tough stretch for the Titans, man. I mean, from week 7, week 8, week 9, man, it's a tough stretch, bro. They got the Chiefs, they got the Colts, and then they travel to L.A. and play the Rams. I expect them to take another L. It's going to be a tough, hard game, but Finger Hill is going to take an L, losing against, obviously, a better quarterback in Matthew Stafford. Week number 9, week number 10, they come back home after road stretch. They come back home. They host the New Orleans Saints. At this stage, frankly, I don't even know who the quarterback is going to be, but I'm going with Jameis Winston. I just think he just brings more to the table overall than his counterpart. But even whoever the quarterback is in week number 10, the Titans should be able to run against the New Orleans defense. Because, to tell the truth, the New Orleans defense, man, they're like Bitcoins, man. It's like they flare up one time, they look like one of the best defense, and then all of a sudden it goes down. We don't even know, man. It's just a roller coaster. So I expect the Titans to be more consistent, man. So around this time is when the Titans start getting in their groove, man. So week 10, take a W against the New Orleans Saints. Week number 11, they got their homecoming against the Houston Texans. Tyrod Taylor, David Culley. I don't even know who the hell is in Houston, so I'm not going to waste my time. Mark a W for the Tennessee Titans in week number 11. Week number 12, they travel to the New England Patriots. So with this situation, man, see, I like this because my man Finger Hill, he has played against Bill Belichick before. He beat Bill Belichick. We all remember that miracle game when he was in Miami with the whole Gronk situation. Yeah, with the Hail Mary, whatever. So I know he has, I don't say he has success, but he has experience playing against the New England Patriots. And with him having more weapons like A.J. Brown, and then you got Julio Jones, and you got King Henry and company. So I anticipate the Tennessee Titans to outclass the New England Patriots in this battle right here. Mark a W for the Titans heading into the bye week in week number 13. Week number 14, they host the Jacksonville Jags. Urban Myers and company, they're not ready yet, man. The roster is not ready for the Titans. The Titans are going to take this dub, man. Especially coming off a bye, they take this dub. Week number 15, they travel to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I never liked this game. I never liked any Tennessee Titans team versus the Steelers. I just never do. Historically, I never. Especially in Pittsburgh. Especially late in the year. We all know the Titans. This is going to be King Henry's time. And we know now they got Julio Jones. But at the end of the day, man, this is Pittsburgh. And defensively, I like Micah Fitzpatrick. I like the Pittsburgh. I like T.J. Watt and company. I think my man Finger Hill is not going to have enough time to get the ball to his assets like A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, man. Week number 16, the 49ers come home Thursday night. I don't like this for the 49ers. That's a long road stretch for the 49ers. And at the end of the day, this is too bully ball. And it's between, who do I like better? Do I like porn lover Jimmy G, or do I like my man Finger Hill? So at the end of the day, I'm going to go with Finger Hill over porn star Jimmy G. But I do like what Jimmy G like in his hobbies as porn stars and all that. So I like him and all that shit too. So yeah. Week number 17, they host the Miami Dolphins. At this stage, man, I don't know what's going to be with Tua, to be honest with you. I think the Titans are going to be, this is going to be one of them knockdown drag out. It's going to be a knockdown drag out, but I believe the Dolphins' two corners, man, Xavier Henry, Byron Jones, and the secondary, and the guy that drafted this, the Dolphins are built as far as the secondary to go up against offensive assets and receivers like A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. So I like this matchup for the Dolphins. I think they're well coached, and I expect the Dolphins to beat the Tennessee Titans week number 16 at on the road. Week number 18, the scheduling god blessed the Tennessee Titans. They ended up with the Houston Texans. They go to Houston week number 18. So that's a W. We ain't even going to waste no damn time, man. So with conclusion, that would end the Titans finishing with 11-6, man. I know I always make fun of the Titans. I used to call them 9-7 Titans, man. 9-7 Titans. Last year, they went over the hump and got themselves that double-digit victory. So I anticipate them being in the same boat as winning 11 games with the addition of Julio Jones to the roster, man. So when we get back, we're going to talk about the Indianapolis Colts. Yes, my Indianapolis Colts and their new quarterback in Carson Wentz. This is Monday Morning Football with the Guru. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. And now we're going to talk about the Indianapolis Colts 2021 schedule prediction. Obviously, we know with the trade for Carson Wentz, and now the Colts have what their proverbial franchise quarterback. So with that said, let's go to week 1 against the Seattle Seahawks. So week 1, they host the Seahawks. This is a bad situation, especially because Carson Wentz having his first game, his first start going against an experienced quarterback, an experienced organization like the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. So I expect Carson to struggle a little bit. And we know Russell Wilson owns Carson Wentz. He has never lost to Carson Wentz. So mark another L for Carson Wentz and against this Russell Wilson and Seahawks. So the Colts will start 0-1. Week number 2, man. And before I even continue, the way the NFL schedule, the way the Colts will break down, especially with the 18-week season, man, the Colts is break down into 3 sections, right? The first 6 game and the next 6 game, and the next 6 game and the last 6 game. So the first 6 game, man, the scheduling god gave the Colts hell, man, because they start with basically every team they play in the first 6 games. The first 5 games are teams with winning record. Basically, it's teams that had double-digit winning record from last year. So it's murderous row, so I expect the Colts to kind of start slow, just to give you a little caveat. So week number 2, the Colts host the Los Angeles Rams. Now you get Carson Wentz going against Matthew Stafford, 2 quarterbacks, first-year quarterbacks at the new team. But at the end of the day, I think the Rams right now are overall better roster-wise than the Colts. And slightly, I think Matthew Stafford don't have to go through the mental rehabilitation that Carson Wentz has to go through with what happened to him in Philadelphia. So that's going to equivalent to an L for the Colts, which will start 0-2. Week number 3, continuing that, you got the Seahawks, you got the Rams, you got the Titans. The Colts, man, their first 3 weeks is hell. Their first 6 weeks is hell, man. So I expect them to go to Tennessee Titans and lose that game, especially with Julio Jones now in the roster for the Titans. Look for my man Ryan Finger Hill to have a big game against the Colts cover 2 defense, man. Week number 4, man, the scheduling gods don't give him no justice, but they travel to Miami. So in this game right here, I'll give them the W. I think at this time, it's about 3 weeks into it. Carson Wentz is now getting comfortable with his assets around him as far as his offensive skill players. He's going to be more comfortable with his receivers asset, with his running back asset. So I expect him to definitely get some our eye as far as starting week number 4 with the W against the Dolphins. Week number 5, Monday night, they travel to Baltimore. I see them taking this L. Like I said, it's just a tough stretch, man. The Baltimore Ravens, the way they're set up, man, they're a quirky team. And at the end of the day, Lamar Jackson is just the most explosive player on the field. And you guys saw a couple seasons ago when they did play, it just came down to Lamar in the second half. And I anticipate to see the same recipe, Lamar, and which will give the Ravens a W and an L for my Indianapolis Colts. Week number 6, they finally got a break, man. They play a homecoming game against the Houston Texans. It's going to be a W. I don't got to give any more analyzation for that, all right? So going into the middle part of the scheduling, they travel to the San Francisco 49ers. It's a tough ball game right there, man. Carson Wentz is going to struggle, especially that defensive line. We know Carson Wentz struggles against strong defensive line, and the 49ers are going to come after him. So I expect the Colts to take an L week number 7. Now, week number 8, this is when I start seeing the things start rolling in now. Like I said, this is when Carson Wentz now is going to be 100% comfortable with his, as far as his wide receivers assets, as far as running back assets, as far as offensive skill position. So you're going to see the wins start rolling in now. So starting week number 8, they hosted their rival, the Tennessee Titans. I expect a W for the Indianapolis Colts. Look for them to run the ball, man. Get a little keep-away ball game, run the ball, use that offensive line, and grind it out. Week number 9, they host the New York Jets, another homecoming game right here. Look for them to have an offensive explosion against the my guy, Robert Salah and company, man. Week number 10 against the Jacksonville Jags. I know the Jags got the prodigies, the prodigy coach in Urban Myers, the prodigy quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, but at the end of the day, they don't have the best overall roster, which the Indianapolis Colts got. So which for the Colts will continue their winning streak to defeat the Jags week number 10. Week number 11, they travel to Buffalo. You know, I just don't like this matchup, man. Josh Allen is a beast, man. Josh Allen is the real deal. Josh Allen is better than Carson Wenz. And Stephon Diggs might be the best receiver right now in the whole entire NFL. Yes, I'm saying that. Stephon Diggs might be the best receiver in the whole entire NFL at this particular moment. So with that said, I expect the Bills to be a little bit too much for my Indianapolis Colts, man. Week number 12, they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the upset special right here, man. Take this straight to the bank. You got Bitcoin. You got any kind of currency. You got dollars. You got cash. You better go gamble out. Take it to Vegas. Do what you do, man, because the Buccaneers are going to take this L. The Colts defense is going to be on point, man. Look for Derrick and company to just have a ball game and be all over Tom Brady and company, and the Indianapolis Colts pulling the shocker with the W against the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Week number 13, you got to compound that win, man, against the Bucs. They play the Texans. Like I said, the scheduling guards get a hell of a job as far as their last 6 games for the Colts, man. They play against more of a lesser opponents, so they're definitely going to win against the Texans week number 13. And another blissful thing the scheduling guard did for the Colts, they give them a late bye. Y'all remember the late bye from the Tampa Bay last year. The Colts going to have a late bye in week number 14. So coming out the bye, they will host the New England Patriots. They will beat the New England Patriots, man. The Colts, like I said, at this time, this is when the Colts start revving up, man. Frank Wright and company, this is a great organization, and they always finish strong, and this is how they start. We've been against Bill Belichick and Cam Newton, whoever the quarterback is going to be in New England. Week number 16, they travel to the Arizona. This is going to be a little bump in the road right here, man. They go against Kyler Murray and company. It's going to be one of them quirky games. I don't like one of this type of late games like that. Going against a cross-divisional game late in the season, I just don't like it. I expect, especially on the road, so I anticipate the Arizona Cardinals. It's one of them quirky scheduling fix. The Cardinals will defeat the Colts in week number 16. Week number 17, they host the Oakland Raiders. at this time, you know, the Raiders always finish, you know how they are, man. They always deflate towards the end of the season. So I anticipate the same old story. And at the end of the day, man, I don't even know. The Raiders defense sucks, man. I expect Marlon Mack and my other dude over there for our running back to JT to come over there, man. Justin to do his thing over there. So I expect to be a beatdown there. The Raiders should get their ass whooped week number 17. Week number 18, they travel to Duval County. Once again, Urban Meyer's the prodigy, Trevor Lawrence the prodigy, and at the end of the day, they're not in the Colts category right now. So I expect the Colts to get a victory in week number 18 to bring the whole 2021 record to 10-7. They will finish just like last year, second in division, and will be fighting for that last playoff spot. Basically similar to exactly how they finished last year, man. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the Houston Texans 2021 NFL schedule prediction. I'm going to give you all a clue, man. It's not going to be a lot of W's, man. Let me put it like that. It's not going to be a lot of W's. This is Monday Morning Football with the Guru. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. And it's Monday Morning Football with the Guru. Appreciate y'all. And we are doing the 2021 AFC South schedule prediction. And right now we are on the Houston Texans. So with no further ado, let's talk about the 2021 Houston Texans schedule prediction. So before I even get started, the Texans are probably going to be one of the worst teams in football. So it's going to be kind of quick. You're going to get the rhythm, okay? Let's just go. It's like a dance song. It's like a step song. You're going to get the rhythm in as far as how I feel about the Texans this year. Week number 1, they host the Jacksonville Jags. I mean, the prodigy coach, Urban Meyer, the prodigy quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. And you know what? They're going against David Culley. Who? Yeah, exactly. And probably Tyrod Taylor. Exactly. And guess what? That combination right there is going to be enough for the Texans to win game number 1. Yes, y'all heard me. The Texans will be 1-0. Y'all can laugh all y'all want. They're going to beat Urban Meyer and company. 1-0 Houston Texans, baby. Congratulations. Week number 2, they're going to lose to the Cleveland Browns. Week number 3, they played my Carolina Panthers. Y'all know the rule. They're going to lose to the Carolina Panthers. Week number 4, against the Buffalo Bills. They're going to lose to the Buffalo Bills. Week number 5, against the Patriots. They're going to lose to the Patriots. Week number 6, at the Indianapolis Colts. They are going to lose to the Indianapolis Colts. Week number 7, at the Arizona Cardinals. They are going to lose to the Arizona Cardinals. Week number 8 versus the Los Angeles Rams. They are going to lose to the Los Angeles Rams. Do y'all see the trend here? I don't need no explanation. You guys know there's no explanation needed. If you know anything about football, you know the Texans are going to suck. So there's nothing for me to analyze or even me to talk about, all right? So what are we on? It don't matter. Wherever I'm on, I bet you it's going to be an L. So let's just start with week number 9 with the Miami Dolphins. They're going to take an L. Week number 10, you know what? This is going to be their best. This is going to be their third best week. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bye week. So they ain't playing nobody. Week number 11, guess what? They got to go to Tennessee Titans, man. They got to go against Julio Jones. They got to go against Derrick Henry. And they got to go against Finger Hill. So you know what that means? Another L. Week number 12 versus the Jets. Hey, you know what? I almost gave the Texans this W, man. But you know why I didn't give it to them? Because Zach Wilson, my man Zach Wilson, Robert Salah, and I think the Jets defense, I'm going to be real with y'all. The Jets are going to have a top 15 defense next year, man. So that's going to be the reason why the Jets are going to beat the Houston Texans, man. Week number 13 versus the Colts, the Texans are going to lose. Week number 17 versus the Seahawks. Come on, man. The Texans are going to lose. Week number 15 at the Jacksonville Jags. You guys are like, Guru, you got the Texans beat the Jags and they're going to sweep the Jags. Nah, man, at this time, Urban Meyer's going to have his feet wet. He's going to be like, yeah, I know where I'm at in this league now. I've seen your game before, so look for Urban Meyer's second go-round to beat the Houston Texans, man. Week number 16. Like I tell y'all, man, the NFL is a strange game. Y'all know this little Los Angeles Chargers. Y'all know your little, whatever the boy's name is, Justin Herbert. And y'all guys don't even mention this, Brandon Staley. I don't even know if this guy could coach. But I do know one thing. This is one of them quirky games right here where the Chargers are going to come to Houston and the Texans are going to beat the Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, y'all know this is a typical Chargers throw-up game. You know how every year they have a game where they're supposed to win, but they throw up, and I expect the throw-up game to happen against the lowly Houston Texans week number 16. Week number 17, back to the regularly scheduled program against the 49ers at San Fran, take an L. Week 18, at home versus the Titans, take an L. So with that said, David Culley, I don't even know who the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, David Steele, I don't even know who the hell on the roster is. One thing I do know is the Houston Texans is a highly possibility that they will be on the clock to be they'll be on the clock for the number 1 overall pick in the 2021-22 NFL draft, man. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the prodigy coach in Urban Meyer, the prodigy quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, and the Jacksonville Jaguars 2021 NFL schedule. This is Monday Morning Football with the Guru. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. And welcome, and I appreciate y'all for watching Monday Morning Football. You could have been watching any other bullshit, you know what I'm saying, but you watching my shit. And you know what? My shit smell like potpourri. Yes, sir, yeah. You know what I'm saying? My shit is like a woman's shit. You don't even smell. You know they shit. They don't even smell, though. But it's like shit, right? Yeah, man. Subscribe to that channel if you like shitting. If you shit, you subscribe to the channel. If you don't, I don't want you to subscribe to the channel. You're a weirdo. Now, let's talk about the weirdest division in AFC South, man. Just a weird, quirky-ass division, man. And then we're going to end it with talking about the Jacksonville Jags. All right? So we know the Jags. Duval County. We know Duval got the prodigy coach in Urban Meyer. Now they got the prodigy quarterback they drafted in Trevor Lawrence. And they think they're going to have a prodigy season. I think not. Because you know why? Because they were all prodigies in college. Now, guess what? This is the NFL, and it's entry level for those guys. In the entry level season, week number 1, host travel to the Houston Texans. And in the entry level, you know what? Urban Meyer is going to get smacked his first game. Trevor Lawrence going to know what the hell is happening. And I expect the lowly Houston Texans to beat the Jacksonville Jags week number 1. Urban Meyer is going to start his career 0-1 in the NFL. Week number 2, they played the Denver Broncos. And now the Guru's going out and said, they're my Denver Broncos. Yeah, they're my Denver Broncos now. So with that said, they're going to lose to the Guru's Denver Broncos. Take an L, Urban Meyer, man. You know who you're going against? Do you know you're going against Vic Fangio? All that offensive bullshit that worked in college against Denver. And my man Vic Fangio held to the 0-2, big dog. Week number 3, he goes and played the Arizona Cardinals. You know what? I ain't no disrespect, Urban. You know what I mean? But I just tell you, I just say what it is. My man Kingsbury and company, they will beat you guys, man. Because you know why? Because they played you early in the season. Now, if you'd have played Kingsbury late in the season, I would have been like, you got Kingsbury. But just the fact that Kyler Murray's seen this before. It's his third year, man. I expect them to take a major leap, and I expect my man Urban, the Prodigy, and Trevor to start their career 0-3 together. Week number 4, they go to the Bengals. Now we're talking, man. They play Joe Burrows and the dumbass Cincinnati Bengals organization, man. I don't know what the hell they're doing, not protecting Joe, blah, blah, blah. They drafted a guy in the second. I know what they did. It don't matter. They ain't got Penei Sewell, I tell you that. So they could have Jamar Chase all they want, but they're going to be chasing in the scoreboard. So the Jacksonville Jags is going to get their first win against Joe Burrows and Jamar Chase and company. W for Urban. Hail to the Urban Myers and company, man. And Trevor Lawrence and Team Tebow and company, man. Duval, stand up. Week 5, let's go back to reality, man. And they host the Tennessee Titans. Hey, Julio, A.J. Brown. I mean, it's a whole bunch of assets for my man Finger Hill, and I ain't even going to talk about King Henry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could just go on and go on, but it's not going to be happening for the Jags. It's going to take an L when they host the Titans. Week 6, they play the Dolphins. It's the Battle of Florida, man. The Dolphins, the Jags. It's the Battle of Florida. And you know what? This year, the Miami Dolphins is going to smack the Jags. It's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. Brian Flores, a defensive genius, going against Urban Meyer's collegiate nonsense. So look for, like I expect, look for the Dolphins to just destroy Trevor Lawrence. He's going to be seeing ghosts. He's going to be seeing Boogeyman. He's going to be seeing the Loch Ness Monster. He's going to be seeing the unicorn. The only thing is he's going to be seeing a L at the end of the scoreboard. Week number 7, they got a bye week. This is a good bye week for the Jags, man. It's a young team, young organization, so just give them time to get themselves a little bit together. Give Urban Myers time to get themselves together. So with that said, he comes after the bye and travels to Pete Carroll. This is not how you want to get yourself together. Pete, Russell, and company, they're going to take care of what they got to take care of, man, and which is going to be take care of some business. My Seattle Seahawks. You get that? You see how Urban and Myers be losing to my team, man. So mark that L for the Jags when they travel to the Seahawks. Week number 9 against the Buffalo Bills. One thing I'm going to tell you about the NFL, man, there always some quirky games that happens. You like, this team don't supposed to win this game, blah, blah, blah. When I particularly looked at this matchup right here, man, you know what I'm saying? When I looked at the way the Jags is set up and the way I looked at the Bills, I looked at this, I circled this game, and I looked for, this is a coming out party. Look for Urban Myers to be right there. This is when he's actually got his real feet wet after a month or so in the league. So look for Urban Myers to really pull some coaching tactics right. I will give him props. He is a Hall of Fame coach. He's a football junkie like myself. So I will give him that, and I expect them to have an upset victory against the Buffalo Bills. I know Bills Mafia gonna hate that. It's all good, man. Shit happens, man. Just flush it. Week number 10, they travel to Indianapolis. The Colts got a better roster, man. The Colts is just a better team overall. Frank Wright, Carson Wentz, that defense right there. The Colts defense is going to give the Jags fits, man. So with that said, and like I said, I really don't trust the Jags offensive line right now. So the Colts are going to get right over them. L for the Jags. Week number 14, they host the San Francisco 49ers. This is an L for the Jags. From the GM to the coach to everything, the 49ers is a way better structured organization than Urban Myers, and he could be a prodigy. Guess what? So is Kyle Shanahan. So we saw an NFL prodigy going against a collegiate prodigy in an NFL game. So I'm always going to take the NFL prodigy because this is NFL. So week number 12, they host the Atlanta Falcons. This was a close one for me, man. But when it came down to it, I've saw what Arthur Smith could do. I'm a big fan of Arthur Smith as far as his offensive play calling. And I think Matt Ryan, I don't care if he's 200 years old, he's better than Trevor Lawrence at this particular stage when they play in 2021. So the Falcons will get this W against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Told you, the NFL is quirky, man. I gave the Jags the win against the Bills, and I think they're going to lose against the Falcons. Trust me, I know this league, man. Y'all might question me. I might see y'all come in. Oh, the guru don't know what the hell he talking about. Yeah, okay, watch the film, homie. Week number 13 at the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford and company, man. I mean, what am I going to say? Do y'all really think, you know what I'm saying, the prodigy coach, guess what? He's going against another prodigy coach, but an NFL prodigy coach. You all seen him, Sean McVay and company. Now, the Rams are going to beat the Jags. Let me stop it. All right, the Rams are going to beat the Jags. Week number 14 at the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be an L. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this movie before. This is the time Derrick Henry start getting his 200 yards game. This is the time he starts stiff-arming dude off the screen. And now we have Julio Jones. You can't really put 8 men on the box. And my man Finger Hill going to be doing his thing. So this is just it, man. The Jazz is going to be in the middle of the street when it's a big old parade coming, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a stampede. So I expect the Titans and Derrick Henry to stampede the Jags, man. Week number 14. Week number 15, they play the Houston Texans. Guess what? Urban Meyers, this is payback, baby. Urban is going to pay back. And you know Urban Meyer's got that little cocky, that little, you know, he's going to run up his score. I expect Urban Meyers to run up the score in a revenge game against the Houston Texans, man. W for the Jacksonville Jags, man. Week number 16, for the first time all season, they played the New York Jets on the road, but I expect them to win this game. So Urban Meyer's first back-to-back victory in his NFL coaching career against the New York Football Jets in a close battle. But now you're starting to see the signature Urban Meyer's team building up, and we're going to see what they're supposed to look like. You're going to start seeing that against this Week 15 and Week 16 stretch. Week number 17, they go to Bill Belichick. We all know the history, dog. If you're a first-year quarterback, first-year starter, say, yeah, you play against Bill Belichick in New England, we know what it is, man. He's the Undertaker, man. So if you're a first-year head coach, especially an offensive genius, you know what I'm saying, you're a first-year quarterback, oh, my goodness. I mean, and you going against Bill Belichick in New England, oh my, that's the grave digger, dog. That's the death sentence for Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyers. That's an L for the Jacksonville Jags, man. And Week 18 against the Colts, wow, the Colts are going to be vying for a playoff spot right here, man. So they ain't going to mess around with the damn Jags. They ain't going to be goofing around with no Urban Meyers and all that shit, dog. Expect the Colts to handle business against the Jacksonville Jags, man. So with that said, in Urban Meyer's inaugural season in the NFL, he's going to be like, holy shit, this ain't the SEC. Holy shit, everybody's good. Holy shit, I just can't buy all the good players. And now you're going to realize the reason why there's NFL coaches and there are college coaches. And the Jacksonville Jags going to finish 4-13, and they're going to look like they're coached by a college coach. And this concludes Monday Morning Football with the Guru. Y'all know the drill. Like this, love this, share this, and I'm out.